What is up guys, Vortex here, and today I'm back with another gameplay video showcasing my D-Brigade EX-3 list, and my opponent is playing MegaGargomon, an archetype that got pushed quite a lot in EX2 but didn't really find its footing. So I get to start off second, so my opponent goes into the Gargomon I believe, and then my turn is pretty simple. I play a Commandramon and then go into the Izzy to end my turn. And his turn is him pushing up to the level 5. I didn't realise like all the pieces in this this lineup were so cheap, but they ended up being like, I think the level 4s are like 1 cost and then the level 5 is like 2 costs, so pretty good. I swing at security with Sealstramon. It's a Calicmon. I didn't realise that this card was MegaGargo support, but apparently it is. And it's pretty good actually. It gets you like DP and draw cards, so pretty good. Apologies for the camera placement, knocked it, but it should be fixed now for the rest of the games. And so I have a pretty good board here. This is the one time that the reboot ended up being pretty good, because I don't have to, I can unsuspend the Sealstramon. So I swing at security again, it's another Tamer. Swing with security again with Commandramon, it dies to the MegaGargo. This archetype is very focused on suspending, but unfortunately as Tamer was hit in security, I felt like it was a really good time to play Defexmon here, essentially just due to the fact that Defex is obviously really good when opponents go very wide, even if they mean to or not. He then goes into the Rapidmon. I didn't realise that this card is cargo support, but he gets to suspend my Defex and delete my Sealstramon because it's a 5 cost. So not great for me, but he then gets to search with the Terriermon here. Yeah, he's in a pretty good position. He has pretty much all the tools he needs. It's just he's lacking the pivotal level 6 to start suspending a lot of things, it seems. So he did like an effect where it was supposed to suspend. It wasn't like a super serious game, so I was like perfectly fine with him drawing the card. So he swings at security, hits the other Defex, but he has armor purge, so he's not doing too bad. And then he goes into the Gargo that has the reduced play cost, and then Defx deletes the lowest Digimon. I feel like he should have used the Terriermon assistant to look at the top card of the deck, but he didn't. So I swing at security, nothing bad. Swing at security again. Oh no, I clear the board because I think I don't really want him to build into one of these MegaGargos, because that would be problematic to say the least. And so I just end my turn by going to the Prime Memory Boost. So he gets to hatch again, goes into the Terriermon, which allows him to gain a memory when he plays a Tamer, I believe. Now he's just considering his plays, what he wants to end up with. He does have free memory, but he's obviously choked because he has to deal with the Defexmon essentially. So he has to deal with the board, unfortunately, but he's going to pass, and then I'm going to end up swinging for game. And so we start in game 2, and my opponent allows me to start. I didn't shuffle my eggs, so I shuffled them now. I go into the Commandramon here, and then the Sealstramon to pass into 2. In this build of EX3, I think the best card that we got from EX3 is definitely Sealstramon, but I was having a conversation with a couple of my mates and said, like, is there even a point for playing Sealstramon? Because it's another name, sure, but you're basically you could just play the Vmon with jamming and it would be better. So I'm not too sure. Something that I'm gonna have to test, obviously, when I do give you that deck profile. And if you are looking forward to the deck profile for D-Brigade in EX3, let me know by subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell, so when it does come out, you know straight away. But yeah, my opponent here has the Terriermon here, and then goes to the Gargo. I believe this Gargo only gives him DP when something's suspended, I believe. And obviously Henry allows him to suspend Digimon. But at this point, not too sure what he wants to do, so he ends up playing the Sagittariumon, which is still a really good card. So I flip another egg over, go into a Commandramon, and I think if you watched the first couple of videos that I did, the first 2 videos of EX-3 with D-Brigade, I think you noticed like I was bricking quite a lot, and even though like I'm not really playing that many more rookies, probably like 2 or 3, you can see like the difference-wise, tempo-wise, because I don't have bricks in my hand like the EX-3 Darkdramon and Tankdramon constantly. So ends up working out pretty well, and I think if you are to play D-Brigade this format, you need to be playing these wide boards, essentially. So he swings into the Sealsdramon, definitely the play that I would make there, and he ends his turn by going to the Willis. Not too sure how I feel about this. I think he could have easily got rid of the Commandramon there. It would have reduced potentially lethal this turn. So I think he should have done that, but is what it is. The board gets cleared, and then I end up clearing his board using Ultimate Flare, just due to the fact that if he makes a level 6, I feel like I'm pretty much out of this game. So just a hard reset. He does have the assistant, but I don't think it matters as much. Obviously he has something to build a stack with, but he has to have all the pieces, and yeah, not too sure if he has everything. Goes to level 5 here for a reduced cost because of the Gargo. Swings to security, and I definitely disagree with this play. I think I don't know what exactly he has in hand, but I definitely think he should just hold on, because if he's to get punished, I think it basically like gets him out of this game essentially, because now he needs to find a blocker or something, but I don't think there is going to be a blocker essentially. So I go to the Commandramon and Sealsdramon in raising. The Calciumon comes down, so he gets a draw and a memory, I think. Goes to the Rapidmon to suspend these guys to reduce cost, I believe. And then deletes the Commandramon, but again, it doesn't really matter because there isn't a blocker to stop the incoming attack from Sealsdramon. So he swings to security. It's a Chikurimon, so got me down to 3 security here, but he gets his stack ready, but unfortunately he doesn't have a blocker, and that is game.